It's time, my friends, for Stage 2 here of Boss Rush Season 2-1 as we take on Labyrinth Candy Golem. Thank you for tuning in today as we break down everything that you need to know to be successful to beat this boss here today, my friends. With that, thank you, as always, for your support. Appreciate the likes and the subs. If you got a question, if you got a comment throughout, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. Post those times, my friends, because that's what it's all about. Who's the fastest? If you're not first, you're last. All right, here we go. Couple things as always. First, make sure you use your suppression spears here. Get those up as high as possible. Let's go into the Labyrinth Candy Golem here. Couple things. The first thing that we always do is check out the boss information. So here we have the boss receives increased ice type damage, but inflicts stun with each attack. That can be pretty brutal. So there's got to be some synergy effects, hint, hint. Now, before we do that, again, quickly here, we do have these special conditions. Great for free-to-play players just like me, the #1 free-to-play player here. The min biscuit level is 20, so tweaking on your biscuits makes a big difference. Levels are 90 for skill and your cookie level, so that kind of evens the playing field, which is really nice. And landmarks, all the research, all that stuff is So the big thing is tweaking those biscuits, tweaking those toppings, and those tarts, my friends. All right, we got plenty of gear guides here for you on the channel. All right, the other nice thing is now in the boss rush, we got tons of opportunity here on the top, or opportunity rich, as I like to say, for our teams. Let's go. So first, let's edit. So we know that this boss does not like frost. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's go find the frosting. Perfect, right here. Try it. Couldn't be better. All right, so let's equip that. Huge. Now we got Earth and Oath, we got Rebirth of Dawn, and we have the Frost plus this other one here. Okay, Absolute Faith. So here for the Frost, what we need is we need to keep 2 magic, 1 support, and 1 heal. So in this case, a couple of things that are going to be very, very important. Let's think about what we want to swap here. So a couple things can be based off your stars here. We can go to our filter. What we do want to do is remove all types. Let's go to support. We do want to get Linzer in there. So that's an easy swap for us right there. If we stay with PV here, a couple things with PV, we're going to get team damage resist and HP, and we get this compassion at the beginning as well if you want to. The other one here, if you want to swap into it, is if we go over to our filter, we go all types, we're going to remove all that. Let's go to healing. In this case, you can put apathy in here instead if you want to go that route instead of PV as an example. Okay, so depending on your team, that can make a big difference. We'll go with this one here. Couple things though as well. Now we're still missing a few pieces on the synergy idea. We can still get stun locked, so we need to remove stun. So glad that it came all the way here. All the way at the top here, you see team becomes immune to stun. Now in order to get this to happen, we need to have 1 and 2 of these. So easiest spot to remove is going to be here and here, because in terms of our other one down below here, we absolutely must keep 2 right there, 1 of these right there, and 1 of those. So that's the spot that we need to identify to remove. So we got to remove 1 charge cookie, and we need to remove 1 range cookie to make sure that we're immune to stun. So if we just equip it here, it's going to move all these things around. So the best way to do it is manually do it. So we're going to go here and move those 2 out. So let's get rid of these. We're going to go to all types, remove again, go to defense. Let's grab our friend right here, and we're going to swap out right there. And then we need to get golden cheese out of there. Let's grab hollyberry. Any of these you can really grab if you'd like to, depending on what makes sense. We could also go for a little bit more speed there. Why don't we do that? And we'll go just like this, my friends, for this particular team. A little bit faster on the light and those pieces. All right, so now we got our team built. We got the heals of the team. You don't really need a healer. We also got allied cookies become resistant to interrupting effects. We got indomitable will. Team becomes immune to stun and applies frost. So all key pieces there, things to think about for your particular team and how to be successful. We could add in Madeline actually instead, because we got a little bit more. So that's where you can play around. If we can get more stars, we get a little bit more attack in there as well. So instead we could go to hollyberry. It's only 3, not much more. If we wanted to really try to crank on that, we can swap there. Now we're still at 35. So okay, let's go here, let's do this. Now we're bumping it up for more attack and HP. So we can try this one as well. So let's go with this because we got a little bit better boost on that attack. It might lift everything else on that side and get us all the way through on the first run, right? All right, so now in terms of our gear, we've got lots of great gear guides here on the channel that you can check out. It's a great time to like and subscribe as well. A couple things that you're going to want to do. If we go to toppings here, we can move in. Generally, I like to match, so we can just go ahead to topping tart. Typically in these things, though, what you're really going to want to be on, quite honestly, is you will want to be on attack, right? We're not worried about getting wiped necessarily, depending on your team. You can check that out later. Here again, we're on this. Let's go to this one. Lots of cooldown. Again, you're probably going to want to be on attack, so just keep those things in mind as you're building your teams out. Here we got plenty of attack. Here we got plenty of attack. Here we want to move over to attack. And then additionally here, we want to make sure we got lots of attack underneath. Let's go ahead and find another one on this in particular. All right, we'll come down here and see if we got one. There we go. Equip. Always make these things better, my friends. It can make a huge difference. We'll select preset. Here we know to go over here already. So speed and then cooldown. All right, so now we're totally locked in. We're totally set. We've got the toppings, the biscuits, the tarts, all perfect in terms of what we need. Lots of tweaking we can do. We showed a couple of the key pieces in terms of moving things around, how to maximize to get that additional 10% and the HP. So here we got all the key effects that we need. The biggest two being team becomes immune to stun and frost. I think it's time for us to put the Labyrinth Candy Golem to the test, my friends. Are you ready? Because I am. Let's go for it here and break this thing down. We're gonna get a massive snowman right there. Can we outrun this thing? Now, one of the things you could do is you could wait a little bit on Linzer to get a little bit more up there. However, I don't think that's gonna be a problem there for us. We're just about done, and look at that. 16 seconds left to spare. An absolutely crushing team with everything that we needed to use and make it happen. With that absolutely rocks stuns, stun resistance, immune, freezes Labyrinth Candy Golem here for us today. With that, ooh, and we even get the nice indolent toppings. Perfect. Particularly for that eternal sugar, my friends, and all our gear guides that you can check out here. With that, that is everything that you need to know here about Labyrinth Candy Golem. We broke it down. We gave you the team. We gave you the guide, how to be successful in boss rush. This boss here on stage 2 in season 2. With that, if you got any questions, if you got any comments still, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see you in that amazing community and Discord server. Like I said, post your times. We'd love to see them. I absolutely love Boss Rush, and so does the community. With that, thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here. As always, we have affiliate links. We also have swag and merch, socials at me, chat me, stay connected, my friends, and we have memberships available. Thank you for all that support. It makes a huge difference, and I truly appreciate it. Now, get out there, keep on rushing, my friends. We got a long way to go, and stay tuned for all those things. Until next time, my friends, keep on running.